Snaps, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, man. What's the big old deal, man? This is y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back with the early morning show, man. We got some new content up and going, but before we get to the content, man, I want to reach out to the YNs. Hold on. And just say this, man. We got to start walking into our power, bro, our purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in the streets damn near my whole life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know myself until I got in my late 30s. I kind of want to just tell the YNs, when you got them big homies pulling up, you know what I'm saying, and they, Mercedes Benz, they Maseratis, and they jumping out, you know what I'm saying, they let you hit the blunt, you know what I'm saying, see what you got going on, tell you to jump in the car with them, come ride with them, you know what I'm saying, they go to the mall, you know what I'm saying, they buy an outfit, might cop you some shoes, you know what I'm saying, y'all go eat at one of the little restaurants and shit, you know what I'm saying, he might even, pull up on some females and some shit, let you use his cologne, you know what I'm saying, and you crack some and you like, damn, nigga, this my big homie, you ain't never seen this before. You got to realize some of that shit, you being groomed, bro. You see what I'm saying? He even let you hit the Remy bottle with him, you know what I'm saying? Knowing you only like 15 years old, drinking Remy, you know what I'm saying? Some of that, man, you got to realize that, it come with the game. You know what I'm saying? But, going forward, homie, let me just say this. We always talk about, when we lose our homies and shit, they going to heaven, they got their wings, but catch this game, homie. God didn't create you to go spin a block on your ops, nigga. You know what I'm saying? God didn't bring you to this earth to go hit that corner and go kill somebody who looked just like you, bro. You see what I'm saying? You got to walk into your purpose, because the streets go tell you what they want you doing, what you expected to do. But what about what you want to do? And make sure you make that decision and live with it, man. Accountability is everything. I'm going to leave it right there. Make sure y'all get in here, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, man, my name Big Nina Boy. I'm the one that be dropping that real game to the YNs and just to the real niggas and the real women in the back. So y'all fuck with me, go ahead and hit that like button. Anyway, let's get to the content. Nah, this is crazy, man. This is why Wack 100 exposed Big U for snitching. The truth comes out. Let's get it. Let's go.
When I seen the BlackBerry, because I used to always ask, bro, why you got a BlackBerry? You ain't computer savvy like that. Oh, man, just a backup phone, whatever. When I read, issued a BlackBerry cell phone to communicate with 77th Street Crash Division. When I read that, I didn't eat for 4-5 days, homie.
Wack speaks on his observations on Big U. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think he's right, or is this a play for content? After this Back on Fig clip, we are going to see Wack and Big U interact in a sit-down together. It's interesting to see how they speak to each other, and it's interesting to see how Wack low-key presses Big U. Perhaps they are on good enough terms to joke like that. You let me know. Perhaps they were on good enough terms to joke like that. You let me know.
But he got like 2-3 federal indictments open.
Yeah, so
everybody.
But you have to understand.
How you be getting that Big U? You from 60s? Don't nobody be trying to holler at you about that?
They
like nobody from 60s. Nobody like hold on. This Big U. This the OG. This the homie. This the low.
Wack, when you met me, I was the team, right?
Oh, that's a fact.
I'm the team. I'm the one that go get everything.
Once we didn't put the paperwork out,
Big uterus is no more.
You getting paid $1.6 million a year. Your job is to turn in guns, report gang activity, report gang hotspots, and this is an annual contract that's only renewed based upon performance, and we issued you.
All right, so I've been scanning through Big U content, right? Big U had an opportunity to change his life, but the streets would nigga, you can't change, nigga, you Big U, you can't go be something different because he would have been too powerful. So people tried to keep him in that box. You know what I'm saying? This is some real shit. I was watching some of his content, and a lot of niggas, he was always trying to preach to niggas about, just because you start off one way, you don't got to end up that way, right? I think Wack 100, when he became friends and he started getting around Big U, the legendary Big U, it was a little bit fear. I was just watching the Loose Cannon documentary interview with Big U on one side, Wack 100 on another side, right? And I was sitting there because, we don't know the dynamic between a relationship. And you could tell how Big U posture is when he speak, and then how when Wack 100 speak. Wack 100 when he speak, he got a, you know, he always smiling and trying to be like camera angle ready and all that shit. Big U didn't even look at the camera. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even give a shit. You know, and he didn't budge. You know what I'm saying? Nick Cannon could tell. And then when I was watching, I'm like, I'm looking at Big U arms. Nigga got like some nigga like that nigga got a 50 on him. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got some 50s. And then I was looking at Wack, you know what I'm saying? He had like some 17s, you know, and you know, now that I see it, you know, I honestly believe that Wack 100 wanted Big U's power. You see what I'm saying? It was a dynamic duo, right? Big U had the muscle, he had the power, he had the reputation. And Wack 100 always wanted to be somebody like Big U, right? But Wack 100 had the smarts. He was smarter than Big U. So, and then when I watched it and I'm sitting back and I'm like, okay, cool. So if he couldn't beat him physically, he had to beat him mentally. And he beat Big U mentally. And I watched how he integrated his lifestyle story with Big U's, and he did a comparison. Now, Big U did 13 years in prison. If I'm not mistaken, Wack 100 only did about 2 years max. You know what I'm saying? In prison. We're not talking about YA. We ain't talking about, you know, youth authority and none of that shit, but we talking about prison, right? He did about 2 years in Soledad, and you know, he was speaking as if he did a long stretch. But when you look at Big U looking like this nigga talking like he did some real hard time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he came in as a youngster, like, you know, he didn't really go through too much in prison, but you can see the difference. And then, you know, I honestly believe that Big U wanted to exit. He wanted to escape. He just wasn't gonna leave his neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? But Wack 100 played him so strong, like, nah, nigga, I'll give you the keys into these doors to get in these rooms. But nigga, you gotta stay Big U. You can't come in with all that Malcolm X shit trying to, you know what I'm saying? He didn't let him do that. And that was one of the things that he did, because he knew if he stayed Big U, he was going to have to crash out. You know what I'm saying? When you look at this, I honestly believe Wack 100 is a mastermind, you know what I'm saying, of a lot of shit. So it's books that teach you how you can use somebody as a weapon, you know what I'm saying, by mentally destroying their positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta admit, man, as I'm studying Wack, as I'm studying Big U, Wack 100 is he's definitely gonna go down in the history books, man. You know what I'm saying? But I realized too that shit, everybody got their limit. Everybody got their limit. You know, we seeing you know, a lot of people doing content on Wack. That could play with anybody's mental. I don't care how tough you is. If somebody always dropping content on you, you're gonna lash out. You know what I'm saying? You know how much content niggas did on Big U? He ain't never threatened the internet or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think people gonna start poking at Wack because he's starting to crumble now. If he just be quiet and let people do their shit, show that it's not bothering him, he could stay powerful. But right now, we starting to see him unfold and start to crumble too. But y'all pay attention what's going on in this content, though, man. This is crazy. Let's go. Shout out to the 120 people on the live. Let's go ahead and get them likes up. We ain't playing them games this morning. We dropping gems. We got real game. And yeah, man, we doing a morning show. Let's get it.
I'm the one that go get everything.
Once we didn't put the paperwork out,
big uterus is no more.
You getting paid $1.6 million a year. Your job is to turn in guns, report gang activity, report gang hotspots, and this is an annual contract that's only renewed based upon performance. And we issued you a BlackBerry to communicate with the 77th Street Crash Division, and it's your name down here. And we looking at all this shit, and it said you went from $550,000. 2 years later, they gave you $440,000 raise and kept going to you over $2 million. Right now, listen, bro, at that point in time, and we produced that work and sent it to everybody where they looking at it, at that point in time, yeah, everybody, you're not that no more.
Listen, and you have to understand, remember when I broke and I said that he was writing down the serial numbers and stuff, right?
Yeah, passing them out.
Yeah,
it's in the It's in the. You have to provide the serial numbers on the guns retrieved.
Everything.
But see, it's getting weird though because he writing down serials
and passing
then
to the
should send them out. So then when something weird is happening, it's like it's a bonus. I may know where that came from.
Check those serials.
Yeah, that's all.
See, you
that's
gotta
all.
remember, I knew about the Crenshaw Coats, the back to school programs, the continuation thing, and the graffiti removal. So that's what I thought development option was. I find out because the dude named Star Wolf, he a Crip from somewhere.
He from New York.
Yeah.
Star Wolf is accusing me because me and Big U so tight. He's saying you and Big U. I said, hold on, call me. What is this? He like you. I said I'm listening to it, but I ain't understand. I know what he called me, sent it to me, go over page by page, 100-some pages, and I'm like, when I seen the BlackBerry, because I used to always ask him, bro, why you got a BlackBerry? You ain't computer savvy like that. Oh man, it's just a backup phone, whatever. When I read issued a BlackBerry cell phone to communicate with 77th Street Crash Division. When I read that, I didn't eat for 4 or 5 days, homie. So he said, Wack, hold on. They got one in Pacoima too. So if you do it all.
So y'all pay attention, right? This how you know a nigga got dirt up under his fingernails. When you found out that he had that BlackBerry, you didn't eat for 4 or 5 days. What did that tell you? What did that tell you? He got dirt on you. He got only time somebody nigga be holding their stomach like balled up homework is when you confide in somebody and you find out that they them people. You know what I'm saying? He all bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, hey. What? He's not a good fella. You know what I'm saying? He ain't one of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way I look at it. Like, nigga, shit, nigga, what you on your stomach for? If you ain't did nothing wrong, you don't got nothing to worry about. You see what I'm saying? This is why I say you have to operate on a massive mental level. It's 60% mental, 40% physical, man. You know what I'm saying? The game will play you. It'll chew you up and spit you out, man. You know what I'm saying? These are the two. Well, as we look at history, man, you know, believe it or not, you know, Wack 100 always wanted to solidify his name as, you know, one of the top dogs of the city. You know, if y'all notice, he speaks on a lot of LA politics. He don't really speak on Pacoima. When it comes to Pacoima power rule politics and how the infrastructure is and what they go through out there, you don't hear it. You hear him politic on everybody else but that. And I get it because, you know, when you doing this content shit, you know, when you good in your hood, man, that's one of the things, man. You don't talk about your own hood on the internet. But Wack always wanted to be that nigga, man. And as soon as he got with, see, it started from Suge Knight. Wack always wanted to be the top dog. But when you look how little Wack is compared to these dudes, you know what I'm saying? It was no way niggas was finna just hand this nigga the keys. Wack is like, you know, shit. He damn near my height. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't no 6'3", no 380. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to body slam some niggas, tackle some shit down, nigga. Let's get to the content though. Top of the morning, gang.
I know it's you. When he pulled it up, he said, nah, Wack, you. I said, bro, I don't know nothing about this. Nigga, I'm not even a California. My license is another state, been like that 20 years. I'm like, bro, I don't know. So at this point in time, I'm getting nervous. I call him because he always the one that comes see me with his direction. And I'm like, bro, you seen this? He sat down. Everybody nervous. And he will not address it. All he says is, I'm doing this for the babies. If anybody out there, right, got some paperwork, hear me out. Regardless of what set you from. If it says intel or witness or information came from community leader, that is whoever is running the grid program in your section. They identify them as community leader. So they're a confidential source. So if they say it or they seen it, or they say this information came from here, they will use that, right, to go get warrants. If they say the third house on the corner with the green gate is drugs, right? If a grid pro tells them that is probable cause and more enough to get a warrant. And then it'll say information provided by community leader.
But they usually come for the OG, so they ain't never asked you.
No. Listen, this
ask me what
this the police like, hey, you want to be a community leader? Like,
well,
what's happening? Because I know you. I mean, you doing the thing. It's 1.1 million. Make sure y'all join the millions of fans that played on Underdog last year with the Pick'em game. You can win money by making sports picks. It's time to turn those takes into cash by going higher or lower on player stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and much more. You can win up to 1,000 times your money. Sign up now, deposit using promo code BOF. You already know, to get 1,000 in bonus cash and a free.
Coming from inner city LA, right?
Yeah.
There hasn't been any rappers come out of Pacoima. I'm the first exec to come out of Pacoima.
So they like, oh, you know what? Pacoima ain't really big enough for me. I don't need no community leader.
I'm not there because it's nothing for me. It's like everything that's moving, the low riding scene or whatever scene, the rappers, this, whatever's going on, right? 90% of the people that come from the strip clubs that don't go to the Beverly Hills, whatever, is coming back to inner city LA, Compton, Wild South, Central Inglewood, right? So my movement has always been within you guys' jungle. Think about it.
Yeah, but that's your best friend, or that was your friend you sleeping with. That's your nigga. But how do we not know this? He's so close to you. He like, hold on, I just got the deal for 1.1. You want to fuck with it?
No, watch this. No. He's not gonna tell you that.
You know the crazy part? When I found out, the nigga tried to turn me in. He sent a video to my
See, when I hear Loose Cannon voice, man, you know, and y'all make sure y'all hit that like button too when y'all get in here, man. But hey, catch this game, man. I mean, this is record time, bro. And you know, I want to say this to Loose Cannon directly. You know what I'm saying? And all the YNs out there, homie. Nigga, you didn't win and spent that block and knock down your ops just so your partners could call you a shooter. You didn't hit that block just so these niggas could salute you. You see what I'm saying? Just so you can boost up your name and your credit on that blacktop job, nigga. You really put in all that work, nigga, just so these niggas who don't give about you can salute you and call you a shooter. You see what I'm saying? And give you some bragging rights that you one of them. You know what I'm saying? Until you get caught up. And then when they say, damn, that nigga went to jail for 4 shootings and one attempt murder. Niggas go like, damn, that nigga stupid. That nigga did all that shit just so we could tell that nigga that he's a shooter. You did all that shit for validation. Loose, you did all of this shit for validation. Everything that you did that got you the fame and notoriety, you did it for validation. Now look at you. We all on the internet. And I want them to hear this, bro, because, you know, you can't change your path, but change somebody else's, homie, because look where it got you. A lot of y'all don't even understand why I really do this shit, bro. I really do this shit because I stand on this shit, bro. I bleed this shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, this system, this game was designed for us to fail. Just imagine, nigga, you act off of emotion, nigga jump out his body, nigga, you whip out and you give it to him. Bah, 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 in front of everybody. Everybody scattered, everybody run. Like, damn, that nigga shot that nigga. That nigga with the shit. That nigga don't play. Right? And you walking around, you feeling yourself and shit, and then you broke the next day. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask your auntie, can you crash another night because it's hot outside? You don't got nowhere to go. But you did all of that operating off of emotion. Let me tell y'all, young niggas something, homie. Don't you go hit your ops. Don't go hit that block, nigga, just so a nigga could call you a shooter, bro. I don't care what they telling you, nigga. Nigga telling you to go shoot, nigga telling that nigga to go with you. If that's the case. Because at the end of the day, once you spin that block and hit your ops, nigga, and everybody bragging, call you a shooter, yeah, that fame, that feeling that you feel that, oh, this is love, people love me, that shit is only gonna last so long. Until them boys come knocking at that door, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Talking about we looking for Trayvon Mitchell. Yeah, you wanted for 2 homicides and 3 attempted murders. Yeah, nigga. Niggas gonna be laughing. Now you sitting in front of that courtroom, you looking over your shoulder, ain't nobody there. Dumbass nigga. Nigga did that shit for no reason, bro. He had no reason to just want to go kill and hurt people. You had no reason. It wasn't justified. Now you sit in that cell, 5-15 years go by, and you like, man, I gave my life to some shit that didn't love me back. I thought I was representing something that was gonna mean something to somebody. I thought they cared. I thought I was supposed to do this. Until you realize ain't a letter came in, ain't no commissary came in, and you stuck. Your family is disappointed because you had no real reason. You wasn't even raised like that. You was willing to crash out for some niggas you didn't even know, but you won't even go work at your uncle's mechanic shop. Shit, you never took out the trash for your mama, but you was on the block every day. I'm telling y'all, man, don't you go hit that block and spin that block and go hit an op, nigga, just for some validation, just so somebody could call you a shooter. Trust me, my nigga, that feeling that you looking for, that shit go fade away. All right, man, we got 200 people in this live, man. Let's go ahead and get these likes up, man. Y'all know how we do it over here. Top of the morning, welcome to the morning show. Let's get back to the content, man. This is some crazy shit. And I hope somebody get that to loose, man, because you threw your life away, and now you got a son out here that ain't gonna never get a chance to know his daddy. The same way you didn't get a chance to know your daddy, now your son ain't gonna get a chance to know his daddy, man. We can't keep repeating the cycle, gang. Let's go. Get them likes up too, man. We ain't doing all that bullshit today. Let's go. Y'all know what I'm trying to do out here.
Alex Alonzo, and then he sent it to my probation officer, and now I have warrant for my arrest. Dead homies. They trying to get me locked up because I know too much.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy.
And I'm gonna be real. We all got people, family members, homeboys who did crossed over into law enforcement. Some, whether they were clerical somehow, some way. I didn't. You heard the call. I didn't got tapped on my shoulder like, hey, you're doing some damage. Dude's credibility is falling off. Your name is floating in the meetings. So I'm like, what you mean? He said, dude is saying he can't do nothing with you, and his credibility is being tarnished for him to be acceptable. Because now people's bagging up. When you walking up, people getting quiet. They go another way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got nothing to give them.
Yeah, so now it's like, I'm telling Luce, I said, well, Luce, I might have to turn it down because he playing it a different way. You know what I'm saying? He playing it the way the Italian Mafia used to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've been telling him for the last 3 months, I'm like, I'm gonna set us up to just, let's win with success. For the last 3 months, we just set up 4 or 5 different businesses and launch in 2025. So, you know, we did our due diligence with letting people know. I'm gonna be real, that was my brother, that was my partner. Like, straight up, Ace Boone Coon.
No, but
I caught a lot of heat behind that. Remember I told you I put him and Hoover D on the phone.
Yeah.
Right? He clowning, him and Hoover D clowning because he like, yeah, he used to keep F-Bone Astro van full of hoes. Used to get out of jail and come in the hood and write Cake Stop, Hoover D all on their side. They had never got a chance to talk. Right? So it's like, you know, I never deny that, but once I found that out, but everything happened for a reason, because he tried to snake me with Suge first. So that made me bag up. And then this came to me. This didn't come to me. By the time this came to me, I was already going my way. So when I seen it, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I didn't believe it, dude. I'm like, when he sent it to me to work and I see the signatures, and I'm like, damn.
You talking about when you say you trying to snake you with Suge, that's when they went to that office and went over your head or something?
See, this is where, you see what I'm saying? He tried to shake. Listen, bro. Let's be real, right? When you put, all right, we scratch all that. We go play some footage of the times where Wack 100 and Big U was cool with each other. You can literally tell who's the leader and who's the follower, who's the bigger person, who's the bigger man. We gonna play that content a little later on, man. Hey, it's 232 people in here. Let's go ahead and get them likes up. Let's go.
Tried to bully the dude inside the office.
But what was crazy about it is, you know my plug with E1. Everybody know that was Wack's build. Everybody know that, right? So I done made these people a lot of money.
Right.
And me, outside of that, me and Allen became like real friends. You know what I'm saying? So when Suge calls it, and he really don't care for Suge because Suge used to try to press him, and I would be in the middle of it. When Suge called him and said, yo, I need you to take this meeting with Big U, right? He took it. So when Big U goes out there and go in the office, Suge on the speakerphone telling Allen, when Wack contracts run out, instead of re-upping with Wack, re-up with Big U. This the only dude he's scared of in LA, right? That's what he said. So Allen says, ho. I don't know what this is about. Wack's my friend. We do a lot of big business. We got big accounts in here. So this means over.
Right.
So he don't even tell me. He waited a week. He said, hey, you talked to Big U? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, I didn't mention anything to you? I'm like, no. So he waited. He said, well, you know they came to my office. I said, okay. No shit. He like, Suge was on the phone, right? So he tells me what went on. So what I do, I wait another week thinking Big U gonna call me and say, bro, Suge had me take this meeting. He went in there and said this wild shit to the man. Then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like, you know what I mean? So I don't hear nothing. So at the time, I called my other boy that was my right hand from Compton. Tell him about it. See, that's why they don't want to get him involved, because he's gonna tell people the truth. And they be asking him, he'd be like, he ain't lying, I was on the phone. We called Big U. We called Suge. We called both of them. You know, Suge actually called us. He was in the county at that time. He said, so that actually happened. So at that point in time, he started screaming, man, y'all don't want to help me out, help me with my group. I said, bro, I've been telling you for years. People been saying he ain't signing nothing unless it's from Rolling Sixes. And in this music game, you can't operate like that. If it's hot, then it's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You trying to force something to get hot, and that ain't necessarily gonna work. In the history of Rolling Sixties, we got CJ Mack, Corrupt, and then Nip. But all of these people was on their own grind. It ain't like you the one did it.
As promised, this is a clip of Wack and Big U. Pay attention to how they interact and what Wack is saying. Is this a play for views, or is there more going on?
The fuck that be?
The nigga told him motherfucker.
POW, man. Prisoner of war.
Okay, in prison?
Yeah, when I was in prison, I was a prisoner of war.
You was a prisoner of war.
Yes, sir.
You did the fucking crime that they did. Thank you. God damn it.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean? So you was in prison for no reason? Did you get caught?
I was in prison. I was working for my people.
You was working.
The fuck? You sound
Modern day Robin Hood. Listen, you know what? I'm not going to even say nothing because I can't. You was really working for your people, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so trunks and all that type of shit. All that was incorporated.
I was pushing the agenda.
So your agenda involved
It was clean the neighborhood.
trunks and rope.
So I was bagging my victims.
Closets.
Yeah, I was bagging them.
Dark places.
I was bagging my
Now
victims.
was these acts happening to get your people
They was doing
or for
stuff.
your
I
people?
was helping my people to advance.
so Wack, you went in at 16?
The last time, yeah.
All right, y'all. We got 92 likes and we got 250 people in here, man. Let's go ahead and hit that like button, man. Y'all know what operation I'm on, man. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get them likes up.
Okay.
I was a solid.
Did you go in as a youth?
No, I just
I started doing time like 11 years old.
Because, okay.
I always ask you to get in the comments to tell me your thoughts. I read all of it, even the criticism and feedback.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get out of that one. If y'all notice the difference, that nigga Wack, he start counting. He counts his juvenile time all the time. He said, I've been doing time since 11 years old. So I think if y'all go look at Wack 100 prison record, he only did 2 years in prison, like in an actual prison. Now his YA situation, he did that from 16 to 18, right? That's YA, that's youth authority. And then he did maybe a year or something, maybe a year and a half or two in prison, and then he was released. You know what I'm saying? So he got about 12 months in on that main. I don't know if he was on the main line. I don't know what level he was on, but that was his situation. But yeah, let's go back down memory lane real fast, man. Let's watch the content between Big U and Wack. And y'all tell me, can y'all distinguish the difference between leader and who's bigger? Let's go. Yeah, they won't even let me play that right there. It's all good. I can't even play that. All right, man. We're gonna just leave that part right there, man. That's the end of that live. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out, man. I only got 90-something likes with 260 people in here, but it's all good. Y'all stay tuned. We got more content on the way. Got more gems for the YNs and all the real ones in the back. Y'all have a good morning. I'm gonna see y'all on the next video. Y'all know how we do it. Let's go.